So we are done with the adversarial example. Now the next thing is types of adversarial attacks. How they have what are the malicious applications they have, how they can break the security of your neural network, and how basically they attack your neural network. Okay, so attacks are mainly classified into two types. If you are from cyber security department, you are aware of that attacks are basically two types, black box and a white box. And further, they are classified into two types, non-targeted attacks and targeted attacks. Okay. So in non-targeted attacks, what we have? We want our neural network to classify a image X to an iguana. Okay. But the condition is the X can't be an iguana. It can be anything apart from iguana. So that's why we are going to fool the network in a non-targeted attacks. Okay. So, okay. So in this, let's check some mathematical aspect also, how we are going to do it. So what we want y hat to equal to y iguana. Y hat is basically a prediction of the neural network, and we want it to y iguana, and this is a one hot encode vector for a iguana. And the second thing is we have to define a loss function. In this case, we are defining the L2 loss. It is we can also use L1 loss also, but it is more better for this type of problem. And what we will do here, we start with the X can be a white noise. Okay, a noise. We will see what's the noise. Okay, data portion. So we start with a X, we forward propagate in the network. I said we have a very good network, and it is best in classifying the objects. So that's the assumption we have. Okay, so we forward propagate the image in the network, and the network computed the loss. Okay, and we backward propagate all the gradients back to the network. And this is how the optimization process works. So even after many iteration, after many times we forward propagate it, and then we will have a backward propagations, and we will use a gradient descent algorithm for the same, for optimization. And at last we will get an image that is classified as iguana. Okay, so now moving forward, so we have one question. Okay, so we have created the X. Okay, X is a white noise. This white noise you can see in the initial part. But what's the probability that will the forged image looks like an iguana? What do you think? We are the image which we are forging will look like an iguana or not? So if you think that it will looks like an iguana after the optimization process, type yes in a comment box. And if you think that it will not look like an iguana, then no. What do you think? Or anything you want? No. Yes. No. So the thing is, we have some other, there will be a certain probability. Yes, that's the right answer. We have we don't know whether the X will look like a iguana or not. It can look like as an iguana, or it cannot be looks like an iguana. The reason behind it is that in a loss function, we do not have any constraint on X that X should look like an iguana. Here you can see we have a only constraint on Y hat, because that is only we want the prediction to be Y iguana, one hot encode vector, and the result which we are getting for the after the optimization. So that's the basic logic behind it. So now let's see, this is an iguana image, and we are working on a 32 by 32 into 3, the dimension of the image. Okay, so suppose this is a space for the possible, all the possible input images, and this is space, the red one is a space for your real images. So can you tell me if you are using a 32 into 32 color images, then what can be the number of the possible images that can be generated? So, okay. So basically in a pixel, I will give the answer. Okay. So basically for a pixel, we have a 256 range, a pixel ranging from 0 to 256. Okay. So 256, and we are using a 32 into 32 into 3. 3 stand for the color channel. So the total number of the possible images we can have for the X is 10 to the power 7400. And this is same represented here. So here you can see we have a possible overlap here. Okay, we have a little bit of overlapping here. So the probability that your image relies in this area is more as compared to this. Okay, but we do have a certain probability that your image will looks like an iguana, but there is a high probability that it is not going to looks like an iguana because we are going to land up something here. Okay, so that is the explanation. Okay, we move forward. The next is targeted attacks. Okay, so in non-targeted attacks, what we have a constraint on a y hat. Okay, and we do not have any constraint on the x. X can be anything apart from the y hat. Okay, so in this targeted attack, what we have, uh, we we have a constraint on a x as well. So in this, what we want only this watering can to be classified as crab. Okay, we don't want anything else, we just want this to classified as crab. So initially, as I told you, we have a very good network. So we forward propagate, we give it to a classifier, and if classifier is classifying it as a watering can, and it's a correct probability, correct prediction. Okay, but now what I have done, uh, in this watering can, I added some kind of noise, the random noise, and you will get a watering, the adversarial example just like it. And if you give it to a network, then your network will classify it as a crab. Okay, with a way more probability as compared to here. It is 0.57 watering can, but here it is classifying it as a 0.91, means 91% probability that it's a crab, only by adding a certain noise. Okay, so the here we are going to see it, how it is, how it goes. So in this, we want this cat image to be classified as iguana. So this is a targeted attack because we want the same cat. Okay, so rephrasing what we want x such that y hat equal to y iguana, this thing, and x equal to x cat. So now let's define the loss function. The loss, in this loss function, we have one additional thing for the x as well, because we now have a constraint on our x as well. So lambda times x minus x cat. This is same L2 loss, but we have another term in this also. And the same way we will optimize it. We will forward propagate into a network. We calculate the loss. We calculate the gradients. We backward propagate it using a gradient descent algorithm. And after many iteration, we will find this image. What kind of image? This image. Okay. And it is classified as iguana. So that is all about the attack. So although all the above things which we have discussed is for the white box model, here we have a network with us, and we are basically, what we are doing, we have a network, we are just querying it, and using the parameters we are optimizing the image. But what if your model is a black box model? Means you do not have access to it and you can't query it. Then how can you going to make an adversarial example? So if you have any guess, if you know about it, please comment down in a chat. Those who have a prior experience in against, like Rohan and Sanatan Lakshmi, I expect you to give the answer. So first tell me, is my question clear to you? type yes if it is clear. Okay, okay. So the question is, what if the model is a black box? You cannot access it, you cannot query it. Okay. So the thing comes the transferability. So what is the transferability? Okay. So suppose if I cannot query a network and I do not have the access to its parameter, then what will I do? I will create my own network that will do the same task as the black box one. Okay. uh, and now what will I do? I will create I will forge an adversarial example on my network which I have created, and then there's a highly probability that the same adversarial image for the new network that you created uh, is a adversarial for your black box model. Okay. That is called transferability. Okay. So the only it is said that the that we use the same types of neurons, the CNN models. We use the same activation function as you see. We use ReLU, leaky ReLU, all those functions. So that is a cause of transferability. So that is all about the transferability. It is one of the research topic. Researchers are trying to find why this happens, because we forge an adversarial example for our network, and the same is going to be an adversarial, highly probability that it will be an adversarial for the black box model also. So it's tough to forge an adversarial example for a black box. As in white box, this is for the white box model. So we can query it. We have parameters with us of the model, so we can create a loss function and we can optimize it. Okay. But it is not possible in case of black box.